Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Nathan Hager, joined by Bloomberg's Kriti Gupta as investors get ready to return to Wall Street following the weekend events. What's got your eye this morning, Kriti?
Well, good morning, Nathan. We have to digest the geopolitics of the last weekend and where it may go in the next couple of days. A lot of that's showing up in the oil price naturally. You did see Brent crude higher by almost 5% this morning earlier in the session. Has completely paired those gains, but you haven't seen all that steam, all that momentum come out of its equity market kind of read through. And that's where I want to go straight to Exxon Mobil here. XOM seeing quite a bit of volume this morning, trading at $116 a share, higher by about 1.7%. Enormous move to the upside there. But again, is it going to get paired back as we start to see the oil market move get paired back as well? You're seeing a lot of the international names that have that international exposure really seeing a pretty big boost this morning. Chevron is another great example. CVX is your ticker, trading just shy of $152 a share, higher by about 1.6%. But again, green on the screen for any energy stock out there this morning in the large cap space. It's a similar story, Nathan, for the industrials, of course, because not only does geopolitical conflict breed some of the bids into defense names, it also is, of course, the start of the NATO summit tomorrow in The Hague. This is a really big deal. As we know, here in Europe, there's been a massive push to ramp up defense spending, but a lot of the analysis has suggested that 70 to 80% of that European defense spend ultimately goes to the defense manufacturers in the United States. So that's why you see names like Rathon, for example, leading the pack this morning, higher by 1%, trading at $148 a share. RTX is your ticker. A similar story for Lockheed Martin as well, although not seeing the same boost to the upside. LMT is your ticker there. Some volume boost there, trading about 0.3% higher, just shy of $472 a share. And Nathan, this is a stock we don't talk about a lot, but it is seeing, again, very heavy volume this morning. It looks like some defense contracts may be coming its way. Northrop Grumman, NOC is your ticker, $502 a share for the industrial giant, higher by about 0.9% this morning. But Nathan, I can go on and on in the industrial space.
Sure.
If you have any sort of defense exposure, you are catching a bid this morning. So lots of green on the screen in energy and defense when it comes to this macro read through. A couple of other names, though, to keep your eye on away from what's going on in the geopolitical environment.
Okay.
You are seeing a move in a company called Fiserv. This isn't a company I cover very often. FI is your ticker. Heavy volume. It actually has the most volume in stocks this morning, higher by almost 6%. Jumping on reports of a plan to launch a stablecoin. So that's the other magic word in this environment, Nathan. Artificial intelligence, defense, and then stablecoin, because, of course, we do know that recently we've gotten a bit of a green light when it comes to regulation, Washington from there. So Fiserv getting in on that move and getting a pretty big boost off of those reports, trading at $173 a share. FI is your ticker. Another one coming on the upside is DoorDash, DASH. Again, not a macro story at all. This has to do with a Raymond James stamp of approval. It's raising it to a strong buy, a price target of $260 a share. DoorDash trading at $226 a share right now, marking a move of almost 2.7% higher, Nathan. So some individual movers alongside the macro.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.